My wife and I spotted something that stopped us cold. A humanoid cockroach creature. I instinctively raised my hand to wave. The next second, my wife's neck was snapped before she could even say a word. By the time I realized what had happened and lunged forward to fight back, the thing was already gone. Back on the ship, after seeing to my wife's body, I cornered the captain. We were told this was a simple bug extermination run on Mars. So what the hell were these horrifying humanoid monsters doing here? Under pressure from the entire crew, the captain finally came clean. 500 years ago, Earth's resources had collapsed, and humanity was on the brink of extinction. Scientists had seeded Mars with algae and cockroaches in a desperate attempt to terraform the planet. Cosmic radiation did the rest. It drove the cockroaches to evolve. Mars is now habitable for humans. But first, these mutant abominations have to be wiped out. Dr. Honda Akihiro had developed a cutting-edge bioweapon, injecting insect DNA directly into the human body. The captain beamed the instructions to all of us via neural link sensors. That's when a cockroach man appeared outside the ship. Gode's eyes lit up immediately. The man had never lost a fight and had spent his whole life hunting for a worthy opponent. Outside, the Martian sky was a wall of churning yellow sand. Gode swept his cape aside, pulled out the injector, loaded in a gene cartridge, and drove it into his own neck. His body contorted and surged as the insect DNA took hold, rewriting him from the inside out.
リーの手術のベースとなった昆虫はミリデラゴミムシである。この虫は過酸化水素とハイドロキノンを体内で合成した超高温のベンゾキノンを爆音とともに噴出させる。それが人間大のスケールになれば火炎放射器さながらの大爆発になる。
これが肉体変異か。
The fight was on. Gode unloaded a brutal combo that left the cockroach man foaming at the mouth, then unleashed a roaring blast of flame energy.
You're finished.
But nobody saw what came next. With one casual flick of its arm, the cockroach man cut Gode clean in half. At the same time, another cockroach man was hammering the ship's hatch, and the crew was losing it.
バグズ2号の窓は特殊効果ガラスです。そう簡単に砕け。
Desperate to transform and avenge my wife, I made my move, only to be physically stopped by the captain.
お前の虫は一番どうもだ。お前は俺の戦い方を見ておけ。
堂島艦長の虫はパラポネラという南米原産のアリである。アリは小さいながら自分の体重の100倍以上を持ち上げることができる。銃撃にも匹敵すると言われ、弾丸アリと恐れられている。勝てるよ!
But the thermal scans told a grim story. The ship was already surrounded by cockroach men on all sides. Then, things got worse. The ship's launch system had failed. The captain and Hiruma Ichiro volunteered to stay behind and buy us time while we made a run for the escape vessel 100 kilometers out. Before I left, I took one last look at my wife's body. White filaments were quietly spreading across her skin. Hiruma Ichiro transformed as well, and the two of them held the line together. When we moved to escape, cockroach men were already massed outside the hatch. Tezuka Shunji slammed in his gene serum. A tubular organ erupted from his mouth. His cheeks swelled like bellows, and he let loose a screaming jet of high-pressure flame. Using his mutated body as a booster, he floored it, leaving the cockroach men choking in the dust. At this rate, the escape ship was within reach. The two girls in the vehicle were almost giddy with relief, but something wasn't right. Tsunamis? On dry land? We looked again. It wasn't water. It was an army of cockroach men.